Hi YouTube, just an update on the update, and I'm going to show you exactly what I found in my little bit of investigation I did last night. Well, as you know, in the previous video we had a fault, or did have, still got a fault should I say, on this transformer, and I'm going to show you exactly what it does in a freaky way. Before I show you what it does, I've spoken to Gaugemaster yesterday on the phone, and they said there's a lifetime warranty with all their products, which is the good news. And providing, he said, you haven't got into the case of the transformer yourself or done any modifications or anything to it yourself, they'll quite happily take it into their workshops, have a look at it and replace the transistor that's gone in it, hopefully. So that's the good thing. So all I've got to do is basically stick it in the post to them, and they will have a look at it and obviously replace the transistor and send it back to me. And all I've got to do is put a covering letter with the transformer and send it to them, telling them what's going on, and they will do it and fix it, hopefully. Anyway, I'm going to show you exactly what's going on. So if I flick the power on at the moment from the mains, right, I flick the power on. That little light at the back isn't my transformer, that's the track cleaning unit, which is telling me that one track is occupied and the other one isn't. The one that's lit up is showing as unoccupied. Anyway, to the transformer itself, the mains power is obviously on. Now the strange thing about this is, if I just show you what happens, so this is freaky. So at the moment we've got the control setting in neutral and we've got the simulator switched on. Now I found out a way to actually get something out of this side of the transformer and run a train with it, but you have to have the simulator and brake switched on and literally drive the train physically with the brake on and off, and basically use this second knob here, which is the brake, use this basically as your controller, because it doesn't really work, and I'll show you exactly what happens, and it's more easy for me to show you than me to explain about it. So here we go. So watch what happens when I turn that off. That light's on, which is telling me there's power going out of the transformer now directly to the track. Okay, and as you can see, there's the off position, so there's no juice going through, there's no actually settings in terms of power. As soon as I flick this into forward, I've got a loco on the track and you'll hear it whir into life. Watch this. And it's doing about 1,000 miles an hour. Train's going around the layout at full speed. And on the transformer, there's 0 on the dial. But as soon as I switch in this, the light goes out and the train comes to a stop. Now, the way I actually work this now, I found out, is a knack to doing this. You basically, you dial up the speed on the normal regulator, so we put it about, say, I don't know, 45, 48, and then if I release this brake simulator knob and put the brakes off to about, say, 2 o'clock, say maybe 3 o'clock, let's say 3 o'clock on the controller, so I've got that much brake off, alright, that much on there, and look at this, smooth as silk. Isn't that weird? And all it is basically, it's the transistor inside the transformer on the power control side is gone, but it still somehow works through the circuitry using the inertia control. So the good news is, until I find the dosh to send it back, at least I can run me bloody trains. See? And you can get even slower speeds out of this. Basically you're driving the train by using the brake on and off, so you can basically use the brake as like a regulator. So for example, if I just reach down while I'm filming this with one hand and I release the brake full, and we put a little bit more on the control knob, I notch it up a little bit more, it goes a bit faster. A little bit more regulator. There we go, got a little bit of speed up. And all I've really got to do now is just cut the speed a bit and just give a little bit more brake. And you can bring it down to sort of this speed. Literally. Yeah, look. Now, but that's not bad, is it really? That's pretty decent. So at least I can get away with running a train or two or lots. Like I said, just take the brake off a little bit. But as you can see, basically, rather than using the standalone control knob for the speed of the train from the transformer, I've now got to switch in the inertial control and use the inertia knob to regulate the speed of the train, i.e. to speed it up or slow it down. It's a little bit cack-handed, but in actual fact it's actually more realistic, because you have to actually drive the train like a real train. You're driving it under brakes and so forth. So it teaches you a little bit about that. But anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you guys today, because I know a lot of you have been commenting and looking at the video. So all is not lost. That's a bit of good news. At least I'm able to run trains. And I say track 2, which is the second track, which is this one here, that's perfectly fine. That's good as gold. Nothing wrong with that side of the transformer whatsoever. That's good as gold. That works. So basically I've got a working transformer at the moment, but we'll still have to send that away, because it can't go on like that, because it could do further damage, and I don't know what it will do in the future, but certainly needs to be repaired in the long term. But in the meantime, it looks as though it's working in that respect from the inertia control. So I'm a happy chappy so far. So anyway, we've got trains running, and that's the main thing. So there's me, a little update on the update. And like I said, these things are sent to try us. But I will say to Gaugemaster, anyone from Gaugemaster, the company, watching this video, hopefully someone will send them the link, or it'll be a good advertising marketing thing, I hope, because credit where credit's due. I mean, if Gaugemaster said they'll fix something under warranty, a lifetime warranty, that's fantastic. That's always a good thing to buy from a company if they look after you. And secondly, as you can see, the Gaugemaster transformers are unbeatable. You cannot beat them at all. They are faultless. And when you generally buy them, they don't get these jerky movements that you do from most transformers. Also, just for your information as well, you saw in the last video my train controller from Hornby, which is back over on the workbench over there. These controllers are absolute naff. They really are horrible. I did find that when I actually controlled my trains from this transformer yesterday, some of my Lehman locos didn't like it at all. Very erratic, not smooth power, direction, drive, or nothing like that. Basically, there wasn't a smooth enough punch delivered from the transformer to the track, to the train motors. And you find these with these cheap transformers that they've got no guts in them, and you don't get a smoother running compared to Gaugemaster, that you get something like that. So I'm happy at the moment. Like I said, just wanted to do an update for you and let you know what's going on, because I know most of you probably have been there in my situation where something's gone majorly wrong on the layout and it's restricted you from operations. And like I said, it can be an expensive hobby sometimes, but you know, there's always ways around things, I suppose. Anyway, have a nice Easter, whatever you're up to, and I'll get this uploaded. And thanks again for all your comments and support. It really does mean a lot to me. And thanks for your time viewing today. Anyways, I'll catch you soon with another video.